And here we are. A new sports nut. I didn't know I was going to put that under there. Did you do that, Jabari?
Yeah, I did.
That's all right. That's all right, bro. Hey, welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. Nuts with a Z. That's right. And we're sponsored by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Go to oddsjam.com/subscribe. Use the code BOB20 for 20% off ongoing. And Mike, we got us a little title under there, man. You're going to have to go back and edit that. Look at us. Jabari's a new sports nut. Oh, yeah. Always something new. Good evening, folks. NFL season upon us. Let me tell you about BetBucket, where Mike and Tony and I are doing our picks now. We got a 7-day free trial. We got several packages, don't we, Mike? We have the Prestige Nut Mix, which is the daily plays and the golf plays and the Majestic Morsel plays. So that's the VIP. We have the golf plays. You can get those alone, or you could do the daily snack plays. Those are there's 7-day free trial on those. No 7-day free trial on the Majestic Morsels, though. It's only $25. We've got a code for it. Nuts 15. So that'll give you $15 off your first month. You get our parlays for $10, Jabari. $10. And guess what? I'm 3-0 through the first 3 days. 3 parlays, all 3 hit, all money line favorite parlays. Each one of them hit. Are you proud of me?
Very, extremely. But I knew you had it in you.
And also, for the regular plays, the VIP packages, the golf package, the daily package, use this code NUTS25 and get $25 off your first month. All right? So that's what we got. Don't forget about the Discord. Tristan's in there. Oh, he's an admin now, and he's a bouncer, Mike.
Yeah, we got a certified bouncer in there now. And Mr. Heat.
And Mr. Heat. Angela Miller.
Hi, Angela.
How long's it been since we've seen her?
Quite a while. It's been a while. Thanks for tuning in and joining us, Angela. Good to see you. What's up, PhD, Steven, Tristan, everybody in the chat? Appreciate you all.
By the way, for those of you that are guests, I now have whatever link that I send you, you only got to use that one time. And it'll be the same link every week. It's the Sports Nuts Studio. So anyway, Stephen Batson was talking about this on Morning Coffee today. Run line on the Orioles up to -4.5. I actually think that's a really good play.
I mean, I don't dislike it. I mean, we know that the Orioles have smacked the White Sox these last 2 games. I do worry sometimes, though, that, maybe tonight's the night. It's a little bit closer, but at the end of the day, it is the White Sox, right? So
well, the books ain't thinking that. They're looking at like -385. And on the mound for the Sox is Cannon. And Suarez is on the mound for Baltimore. Cannon's 2-9 with a 4.70 ERA. His WHIP is 1.41. Only 66 strikeouts, 95 innings. I think. Who created this thumbnail? Lamar?
No, not digging Lamar, huh? On there.
Oh, Randall's always got something there. This pitching matchup is especially brutal. I agree with him. And Santana or the home run, I agree with you. I would, as a matter of fact, we'll just put him in the Dinger parlay tonight. So Jabari, we had Justin on yesterday. We went and did a 16-leg parlay for all the games. Mahomes all day tomorrow.
Agree there.
We agree with that. Anyway, no, Jabari was kind enough to do that, and we really appreciate what he's done. I love the way he laid that out. But Jabari, anyway, we had a 16-leg parlay. We did a money line for every game. $1 would get us $3,000 if it wins. You know, it probably won't, but you know, it's nice to think. I'm going to be pissed if it does for this reason. I'm going to say, why didn't I put $10 on it?
Yeah,
and win 30, right?
Yeah,
we do have ours. The collective, we do have ours. So that one's there for what was it, like $15,000? It's still in my account somewhere. I already placed that one in. That was 25 to win $15,000 as promised. I think it was you, Tristan, Mike, $1,000 each, and then $100 to somebody else. So
Randall thinks your thumb, but it should be Mahomes.
That's fine. He'll be on there tomorrow. I told Bob.
Yeah,
I told Bob.
We'll alternate. We'll alternate everybody. We'll throw everybody on there.
That's right.
I don't think we'll have, and you know, Jamar Chase has been nowhere to be found here recently, so we may not have him on there. He needs to get his ass to Cincinnati and get ready to play some football, man.
They said he practiced today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. Good.
Yeah.
That's good news. That's great news.
Angela took Twins money line tonight. She feels good about it. I would have to agree with you. I would
agree.
He ain't gonna crush you if he's practicing. He's playing.
He'll be good. You'll be glad you drafted Jamar Chase.
Yeah, he's worried about fantasy football there, Jabari.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll put his numbers up. You'll be fine. He's at practice. That's all you need to know there, in my opinion. So he'll be good to go. Cincinnati will be, you know, doing what I think they're going to do this year, and that's be a legit contender. Man. Just so long as they stay healthy.
They got an easy game. I mean, come on. New England? I mean, but you still like to have Jamar Chase there. I mean, just saying. It is the first game of the season, and even if you are playing a team that's bad, you know, anything week one, a lot can happen. You know, you don't want to lose a week one game like that. If you're Cincinnati, you can't do that. All right, so look, I'm putting out anytime touchdown scores this year in our majestic morsels. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right now. I was hitting about 19 to 20 a week last year. And that was picking for one guy from both teams. So I'm going to go after it this year. We're going to put some parlays together for anytime touchdown scores. We'll be doing that on Wednesdays, Jabari. We're gonna do a little bit of that together. Change things up a little bit. Throw in some of these player props and parlays and get these people excited about the NFL. And I know you're excited about the NFL. Jabari, let's concentrate on this game. Okay. Is number one.
I mean, exactly. I mean, it could be that's one that you can't take lightly if you're Cincinnati. You gotta play a good football game if you're gonna win. If you have a sloppy, ugly game, don't have Jamar Chase, anything can happen. So,
all right. Where are we on, Jabari? Chiefs at home. I just don't expect a letdown in this game. I really don't know what to think about the Ravens. There are people out there that are fading Derrick Henry in this game. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. What do you think?
I don't think it is either. No defense ever comes out on week one and just have everything figured out. I don't think it starts this year either.
No, I don't either. And, you know, a Spagnuolo-led defense is usually a darn good defense. Let's face it. You know, I mean, That's what he does best is a D coordinator. He took down the Patriots a couple of times, and he's taken down other teams. The guy's got the rings to prove it as a D coordinator. But on the same token, these offensive linemen are not going to be prepared either, Jabari.
No, but I would still give I say that I still give the edge to the defense in my personal opinion. So
okay,
yeah, I just we'll see. Steve Spagnuolo, I'm sure. I mean, they've been okay. Well, no, they've been great. They've been a pretty good defense, but the defense has kind of changed. They've had a little more people walk away. You lose your best corner, and not McDuffie. What's his name? He went to Tennessee.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name now. So we'll see.
PhD knows that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Randall says Henry did nothing in Tennessee last year. New D coordinator for Baltimore will not be good to start.
It's Snead.
Oh, okay. Ladarius.
Snead. That's who left. Yeah. That's a tough loss.
Yeah, that is. No two ways about it.
It's a tough loss.
Why the hell do you want to go to Tennessee?
He's getting more money.
Yeah.
He's getting more money. The contract he was getting in KC, I think it was like I can't remember what it was, but he didn't want to be there anymore on that contract, and they weren't willing to pay him, which I don't know why you wouldn't, considering he just kind of won you a Super Bowl and he was your best cover corner. But yeah, it was the money.
All right, so PhD's talking about kicker props. Now I gotta be honest with you. I don't usually bet kicker props. I don't know. What are your guys' feelings on that? Says over.
It's not something I mess with either. But I mean, if it's a market you've done and had success with and got a feel for, why not? I mean, it's just another market to bet on and make a little bit of money, and so I'm not opposed to it.
Over 3.5 made plus 120.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't dislike that, honestly. I don't dislike that. It's the first game, Thursday night game. Maybe teams struggle in the red zone, a little bit tomorrow. Maybe Baltimore and Kansas City, have some struggles, and you only need 4 field goals, so why not?
You can watch the hate for Titans. Yeah, turning into shock. PhD's big Titans. Tighten up. That's what he says all the time, man. Chiefs fourth quarter money line Mahomes over 4.5 rushing attempts. PhD Tucker over 1.5 at minus 120, 1.5 field goals. You know what? I kind of like that one. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, you gotta like that.
Jabari, what do you think about tackles and assists?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan. What do you think about tackles?
Not a fan either. I'm just not a fan of that market, personally.
Yeah.
Because
sacks.
It depends on who it is.
Okay. So if it's Chris Jones,
Aaron Donald, Matthew Judon, Myles Garrett,
and probably not a market you're going to hit a lot. You're probably going to pick and choose matchups, right?
Yeah.
With guys like that, who they're playing against, how much sacks that team gives up, things like that. I mean, it would probably be a market for me. Very rare that I jump on that market a whole lot. But yeah, I mean,
and if you're looking to jump on Aaron Donald, that's going to be kind of tough since he retired.
Well, yeah, but in the past, that would have been somebody.
Yeah. I forgot he retired.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
God, then who do the Rams have? Why isn't Matthew Stafford retiring?
I know. I love tackles plus assist market, especially once I have data to compare.
I can't hate that. I mean,
share some of that in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
interested in that.
Yeah, no, it's, I'm sure there's people that hit that market and have success, and
Right.
good for them, if they do. And yeah, I can't hate that.
Speaking of our Discord, the link is below in the description. It's free to join. All right. Certain safeties I target especially. Really? Okay. All right. That's interesting. I'm interested to hear more about your philosophy, PhD. Don't forget, folks, Friday, it'll be the Sports Nuts with the crew. Whoever's going to show up, Justin, Tristan, Brendan, Kia, Jabari, whoever makes it here, will make it here. And you guys got this permanent invite. So whenever you show up and you're backstage, and we'll pop you on the air at any time. I love it.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I'm going to let you go to Positive EV while I think about more football stuff to talk about.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and share the screen. Been having some success with EV bets here on the live stream that we've been on in baseball. We've had some success, player strikeouts, things like that. The first play that I hit, I'm eyeing this lively play. Player hits allowed. I'm going to wait for a minute on that. I've got an under in the Cardinals Brewers game. I took the under 8 at -130 on BetMGM. Pretty solid pitching matchup here. So there's a lot of value on the under. You can see here the 6.5, the 7.5. So I'll take the 8 at -130, and we'll roll with that. Guardians money line. Anybody? I got to be honest with you, man. I think I like it.
Kansas City falling apart.
Yeah, they're falling apart before our eyes, man. And it wasn't long ago they had that 4-game series against Cleveland. They took 3 of 4, and didn't they take over first place or tie them for that short period of time, them in Cleveland after that series? And then the Royals have just fallen completely apart here.
Yeah, they're 5.5 games out of first place.
7 in a row. They've lost 7 in a row, guys. Crazy. Maybe this is the night they break the streak, and I'm crazy for betting against them. But you know what? We're doing it. We're freaking doing it. Hard Rock, +120, plus odds. Let's roll. I got Gallon over 5.5 strikeouts tonight. I like that. Let's see. Anything else out here? I got the first 3 total over 2.5, Boston and the Mets. It's a market I've done well with here on the EV page. That is on Fanatics, +105. Already got that locked in. And after that, I think that's pretty well, unless anything else has popped up. Yeah, I'm going to hit that lively play. We're on the Guardians anyway tonight. So let's freaking do it, man. It's on BetMGM +115. So let's double dip there on the Guardians. Lively has a big game, and Guardians win. Let's do that.
I got a question for you guys while you're doing that, Mike.
Okay.
The Dodgers now have 84 wins. The Phillies now have 83 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to have a 100-win team? Because the Dodgers have 33 games left. They only need 16 wins. Are they going to go 16-17 or worse than that? Are they going to play under 500 ball through September? I don't think so. I think the Dodgers get to 100 wins. What do you think?
I think they got a chance. It could be close, though. It may not be. It may come down to them last. Because you got to remember, looking ahead at their schedule, they've got a series. Obviously they're playing the Angels here. They're finished up with that, and they got the Guardians, and then they got the Cubs. We've seen the Cubs. I know they've lost a couple in a row or seem to be cooling off, but you never know with them. Their offense gets going. So, and then you got Atlanta fighting for their playoff lives. Then you get Miami and Colorado for 6 games in a row, just so long you don't slip up there. Then you got the Padres. We know the Padres have something to play for here as well. And then you end with the Rockies. So it could be close, but I would venture to say they probably get 100 wins, and it may be 100 on the dot even, like
I said they have 33 games left.
Yeah.
Get 100, they would have to go 16 wins, 17 losses.
I looking through their schedule, I see.
I think they get
winnable games.
You think so too? I think they get there.
Yeah, I think they have to get there because you gotta also, probability and statistics speaking here, but the Padres are actually only 5.5 games behind them, so they can't play that far down below 500 ball. Right.
Exactly.
They can't really do that. And the Diamondbacks are actually right there too. They're 6 games behind them. So they can't really let up off the gas yet. It's not like they're in a division where the Phillies are 7.5, 8 games ahead. The next 2 teams, they're not that far ahead. So to me, they have to be shooting for 100 or more to lock down the division in my personal.
Guys, we got to talk about this team here real quick. Last night was a perfect example. They intentionally walked Ohtani twice. And with Mookie Betts hitting behind him, they burned him both times. With a base hit one time and a 3-run homer the next time. On top of that.
That was my point when I told you, weeks ago, the Dodgers, they've been without Mookie Betts all year long. Having Mookie Betts, as you see, it's going to be a problem.
But on top of that, friggin' Ohtani gets a triple down the right field line. Why they're not playing him to pull is beyond me. And the son of a gun stole 3 bases last night, guys. He's going to be a 50-50 guy, possibly.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be that is historic, guys. He'll be the first 50-50 guy ever in the history of the sport. That's pretty impressive, don't you think?
Absolutely. 100%. And I hear the argument about Ohtani, how do you give the MVP to a guy who is just a designated hitter right now, I can see that argument a little bit, he doesn't play in the field right now, obviously, but we know what he's capable of. And my thought process is, it's like, dude, he's going to be the first player 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases. That's probably a given that's going to happen, right? We know that's going to happen. I mean, what do you want him to stand at first base, play first base, or play right field? Or you know what I mean? Like, who cares?
They want him to pitch is what they want. They
I
want
get
him
it.
to pitch,
throw
100 strikeouts and have a 50-50 season. Like, come on now. Like, it's that's unprecedented. It's 50-50 no matter which way you slice.
Exactly. He's the MVP. He's
sitting here right now, guys, with 44 home runs, and he's got 46 stolen bases. Okay. So he's probably going to get 60 stolen bases at the rate he's going. Okay.
Very possible. Very possible.
I'm having a tough time understanding how a guy that big can steal bases that easily.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not slow. He's definitely not slow. He doesn't have maybe, not Ellie De La Cruz speed or anything, but he's long strides, right? He's kind of fast for big, long strides, and being that big when you slide in, them long legs stretching out, he's a robot.
Yeah.
You want to give us a demonstration, Mike?
Yeah. I'll give my my Ohtani slide demonstration here.
So PhD talking about tackles and assists, certain safeties he targets, which makes sense. And
defensive scheme,
linebackers, obviously, right?
Yeah, no, there's a method to this stuff.
Never
definitely a method to the madness.
Mookie. Yes. You know what?
Yeah,
I would not walk Ohtani to get to Mookie.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's a tough call right now. I mean, you pitch to Ohtani, and then you're going to be like, why the hell did we pitch to him? And then you walk him, and then Mookie kills you. Why'd we? That's what makes this team dangerous, because You get to that position there where you got Mookie and Ohtani back to back, and if there's runners on base, you know, or an open base, do you put an extra guy on base to pitch to Mookie? I mean, it's a tough call right now.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm taking my chances and pitching to him, but that's only because I know for a fact that I might have an off chance where I don't put him on base. But it was a couple nights ago where you pitched to him, you pitched all three of them, and then they hit back to back home runs, all three of them. So it's kind of like, with the three-headed snake, you can't walk all three of them. Like it's
right, but then you got four heads because Tristan's right. You got Freddie, but then you got four worry about Teoscar, and he's had a badass year too.
Yeah, and I think he's getting overshadowed by his team a little bit, but I really don't know how we can really say that this team, first of all, doesn't win a MLB World Series. I don't know who's competing with them right now healthy.
Yeah. It's gonna.
I agree. I mean, the Dodgers look. I'm not gonna count out the Phillies fully. I can't count them out fully. I am on the Dodgers. I expect them to be in the World Series this year. But I mean, again, that they play the Phillies, they match up with the Phillies. That's going to be a series. You know, that's going to be interesting. I mean, you know, look at Schwarber right now. Another home run today. I mean, geez, he's on fire.
I know. That's crazy.
He saved that game, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he did. And that was our free play yesterday. Phillies money line. It looked dead.
Saved that.
It was dead. I mean, that thing was dead. I almost posted,
it was dead.
This thing's dead, you know, but hey, they came back to life.
Schwarber bomb.
Schwarber, he
all right,
saves the day.
We're gonna put something together here, and then we'll go back talking a little football here in a second. Let's go. Let's put a dinger parlay together. We've already got one. Santander.
Okay. Santander,
or however you say his name. I get confused there. You know.
You can just call him Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. Ant. How's that? Let's go ahead and get him in there because Tristan want to go next. Whoever wants to. Don't be afraid.
I got a guy, but if Jabari's got one, he can go now.
Go ahead. I'm looking right now.
You got a guy?
I got a guy, man. I'm going with do I go? Yeah, I'm going with him. I'm going with Rooker. I'm going with Brent Rooker tonight for the A's. The A's, once again, playing scrappy baseball sometimes, man. Another walk-off win for them last night. Let's go with Rooker.
Okay, I'm going to get to Rooker in a second. I just wanted to see who's
been a little bit since he's hit one, too, looking here. Been 3 games at least that he hasn't hit one. So this is the spot, guys. 4 games. 4 games. He's coming through tonight. Definitely.
Okay.
Who'd you pick?
Brent Rooker.
He's got Brent Rooker for Oakland.
Bob, do you have one?
No, I do not have one yet.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
I think I got one.
Okay. Let me get Brent in here real quick.
Okay.
Because evidently I lost my my parlay here. Sorry, folks. Bear with me. Let's get Brent in here, and then let's get Ant in here. And all right, I'm ready for you, Jabari.
Give me Ohtani.
Oh, okay. Gosh.
Versus the Angels. The bullpen's not going to be great. I just checked to see who was on the mound. It's Griffin, excuse me. Griffin Canning.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. He's our guy for giving up home runs.
Yeah. Right. So
yes. He's one of them. We've got a few guys, but that guy is on there for sure.
That's 3 of them.
You may get multiple home runs in that game.
Possibly.
Yeah, you may get multiple in that one.
Boy, I got to make a decision here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do I go with Jordan? Do I go with Olsen? Do I go with Goldschmidt? I'm going to take Jordan.
Okay. I was thinking Jordan too for a little bit, but I think I like Otani a little better.
Okay. Let's see where that puts us.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I'm looking through the matchup. I mean, that's, Canning's, he's definitely the guy on the mound that out of everybody that's gives up the most home runs, at least on the slate tonight. So, yeah.
Well, we'll put 5 on that. We'll put 5 on this for $1,100.
We got a solid card here.
Rooker, Santander. How do you say it, Mike?
Santander. I dare you to say that 3 times really fast.
Santander.
Right now, that's 5.
Santander.
No, you already lost. Santander. 5 times, that's the number. 3 is doable. We found out 5, that's a little bit too much. PhD says Suzuki. I can't hate that. I can't hate that with the Cubbies. Of course, you got Germán on the mound here for Pittsburgh, so why not?
All right, I got to get these in real quick. Let's go back to this football game tomorrow night. Is it going to be a domination by the Chiefs, or?
I don't think we've seen a domination.
While you're doing that, I want to give you something because I looked this all up to make sure I don't give out any wrong information. All right.
Okay.
Let's rewind a year ago.
Okay.
We were on the show. We were talking. Yeah, they're coming off a Super Bowl. They look great. Bob says out of his own mouth, I don't know. I really feel like the Lions might do it. I said, they might. They might, but I'm still going to take the Chiefs.
Okay.
Exact same spread. -3.5. And the Lions beat them.
That's
same
right.
Spread.
That's right. That is right.
We came back. I remember we were talking field goals. Now I'm getting deja vu all over again because when he brought up the field goals, I instantly went to look up for it. And I remember taking Harrison Butker, or it was the other kicker, both of them for 3.5 field goals, and he didn't get it. They only had 2. There were a bunch of touchdowns in that game, but they didn't come until the second half. The second half was phenomenal football. And that was probably we talked about it. It's probably one of the best, week 1 starters that we had seen. We were hyped for the Sunday following after that, but it was the exact same situation. They were coming off of a Super Bowl. We were saying, oh yeah, Steve Spagnuolo's defense is going to do it. And they didn't. And Jared Goff came out and beat them and surprised everybody. And I remember losing 2 parlays from that. Yeah. So I am not going with the Chiefs. I am going with the Ravens +3.5.
Woo!
I don't dislike taking the points there. I'm not so sure I will take Ravens money line. But taking the points, probably the route to go, honestly, the route to go.
Here's my question though.
My only concern is the Chiefs know they don't want to repeat of last year, week 1, obviously, but Baltimore's coming in with some revenge on their mind as well, right? So it's a real weird one. You got Kansas City, who knows, all right, it's week 1 again off a Super Bowl win. We can't do this again. We can't do what we did last year. But you're facing a team that you just knocked out in the AFC Championship game, reigning MVP, revenge on the mind, but it's at Kansas City. So,
Okay, so Jabari, you sure
the points?
You sure you want to go against me again?
Are you choosing the Chiefs?
Oh wow, Bob's going on the spread.
Yes.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't think that I'm sorry. And this might be a repeat from last year. But I do not believe I think Baltimore's got a good team.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay. And
the Chiefs have a great team, obviously, but
right.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
but
at an impasse.
what if they, remember last year the key drops? You had Tony, who was new in the system here, struggling. I mean, maybe you've got some young receivers for Kansas City as well. Not a lot of chemistry yet with these guys. Maybe they have some drops here too. I mean, it may take a minute for the Chiefs. It did last year. They're going to hit their stride eventually, but they may come out a little flat. I would take the points probably with Baltimore too, honestly.
And I would take the under, because in that game, and I think the Lions offense was probably arguably better, if not as good. Let me check and see what it is. But if it's at 53.5, 54.5, whatever it is, then I would take the under. And this one's not even nearly that high. It's at 47.5. But last year, the season opener, they ended at 42 or 41, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's what they ended at.
Right.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep.
Vaguely. All right. For some reason, Jabari, I can't tag you in this post. Why in the heck not?
No clue.
I got to get you tagged in here.
It's all right if you miss it. No big deal if it doesn't work.
I'm going to get Tristan in here too, since he's got one. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? I know what I'm doing wrong. Got it. I was trying to spell crazy. That's part of being an old man, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting sick of hearing that, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, eventually, you just got to own up and,
well,
quit making excuses, man. Oh, it's because I'm old. It's okay. I'm old. What you said was absolute blasphemy. And
am I making excuses? I don't have to pull this clip up again, do I?
I don't want to go to that again.
Okay,
no.
all right. Well, I'll find another one.
It's not. I mean, not yet. You need to.
All right. Well, we'll wait till college basketball season. There you go. There you go. And we'll wait for the NBA to start.
Yeah. Well, and we'll wait for another one of your predictions that went south.
Which one? Blues.
You had Illinois losing to Iowa State.
There you go.
You had Illinois losing to Iowa State. I don't want to hear it. You picked against Illinois every game, and they finally lost, and you acted like you knew what you were talking about.
This is not a
Illinois caused you to lose freaking money.
Let me finish. Here's my prediction, and they're not even in training camp yet. St. Louis Blues are making the playoffs, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Book it right now. What do you mean, oh Jesus?
Jeez.
Let's go.
He said, "What do you mean, oh Jesus?"
Yeah, you got Mr. Houston Texans and Astros down here. He's a friggin' homer. You don't get on his ass about being.
He's not being a homer.
I'm not being a homer. It's just a matchup.
Now you're just look at you trying to throw him under the bus when he ain't even done. He ain't even trying to get on the bus, and you're trying to throw him under the damn thing. I've
rode more buses than either one of you guys.
I don't know. I've ridden a couple of different buses in my day.
Yeah,
that's how we used to travel when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
in St. Louis. But anyway,
they had those back then.
Yes, Mike, they had buses. Okay.
Oh, wasn't sure.
They had buses. All right.
Okay. They had horses in front of them.
Hey, 1933 was a long time.
Wow, dude. Okay, that's
they had horses in front of them.
That's it. Enough for me.
As he was like, this thing literally has 2 horsepower.
Yeah.
Steve, 3 feet. Let's go. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a great week. Have a great day. See you tomorrow night.
Appreciate y'all.